Hello, preschoolers. Welcome back to school today. My hand says hello. My hand says hello. Every time I see my friends, my hand says hello. Hola. My hand says hola. My hand says hola. Every time I see my friends, my hand says hola. Salam alaikum. My hand says salam alaikum. My hand says salam alaikum. Every time I see my friends, my hand says salam alaikum. Ni hao. My hand says ni hao. My hand says ni hao. Every time I see my friends, my hand says ni hao. Konnichiwa. My hand says konnichiwa. My hand says konnichiwa. Every time I see my friends, my hand says konnichiwa. Salam. My hand says salam. My hand says salam. Every time I see my friends, my hand says salam. Sin chow. My hand says sin chow. My hand says sin chow. Every time I see my friends, my hand says sin chow. Namaste. My hand says namaste. My hand says namaste. Every time I see my friends, my hand says namaste. Welcome back to school today. Well, we have had many days since we've had class because we had a spring break, but it's still the month of April. April, that's right. Let's see how many days we've had of April. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And here we are on today. What comes after 11? 12. That's right. So I'm going to write a 1 and a 2 to make number 12. So today is Monday, April 12. Can you say that with me? Today is Monday, April 12. That's where we are today. April is going very quickly. All right, well, let's sing our ABC song. Are you ready? Here we go. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Now I know my ABCs. Next time, won't you sing with me? And we have learned all the sounds for the letters. So we're going to be learning something else now. We are going to be talking about numbers. And do you know what number that is? Our first number? That's right, it's number 1. And number 1 is a very easy number to write. You start at the top and make a straight line down. Number 1. So if you have some paper at home, you can practice writing number 1. Start at the top, straight line down. So practice writing number 1 at home. And we're also going to be doing some counting on this number chart that I made. So I made something to go with number 1, and I'll show you what it is. What is that? What does that look like? That's right, it's a blue car, and I only made one blue car because my blue car is going to go on my number chart right under number 1. So there's number 1, and we can count 1 blue car. So next week, I'll put another number up. I'll put up number 2, and I wonder what I'm going to make that we can count for number 2. We'll have to find out next week. Well, this week we are going to be talking about the season that it is. Do you know what season it is right now? That's right, it's spring. And if you look outside, you can see some signs of spring. For one thing, the snow is all gone, it's melted. And the grass is starting to grow. That happens in the spring. So today I have a story called In the Tall, Tall Grass. So the grass is beginning to grow and it's turning green outside. So let's see what happens in the tall, tall grass in our story. In the tall, tall grass, oh, there's a child and a caterpillar. Wonder what else is in the tall, tall grass. Crunch, munch, caterpillar's lunch. Oh, now there are two caterpillars eating some of the tall, tall grass for their lunch. Dart, dip, hummingbird sip. So the hummingbirds are in the tall, tall grass and they're using their long pointy beaks to suck up the juice inside these flowers, or we call it nectar, and that's what they're eating. So they're sipping juice from the flowers, the hummingbirds. And there's our caterpillar. Strum, drum, bzz, bees hum. The bees are coming to visit flowers in the tall, tall grass too. There's the caterpillar again. Crack, snap, wings flap. Oh, here comes a big bird, and I think the bird is going to eat some berries that are in the tall, tall grass. And there's the caterpillar. Pull, tug, ants lug. So lug means to pull something or carry something that's heavy. And I think the ants are lugging some leaves to their home under the ground. Where's the caterpillar in this picture? Do you see it? Oh, it's back here. Look how big the caterpillar is. Because ants are actually very small, and so the caterpillar would be bigger than the ants. Ants really aren't as big as they look in our book, are they? They're actually pretty tiny. So I think this is kind of like a close-up picture of the ants and the caterpillar. Kind of a cool picture, huh? What else is in the tall, tall grass? Slip, slide, snakes glide through the grass and right past our caterpillar friend. Rich, ratch, moles scratch. Moles are little animals that dig tunnels down under the ground, and they live under the ground. So the moles are scratching, making their tunnels under the tall, tall grass and under or below the caterpillar. There are the moles. Skitter, scurry, beetles hurry. Little beetles going over the grass with the caterpillar. Zip, zack. Zip, zap, zip, zap, tongues snap. The toads are in the grass and they're catching flies to eat, or catching some kind of insects with their long tongues that come out, and I think their tongues are a little bit sticky, so they catch the insects and that's what they eat. Where's the caterpillar? Right there. Hip, hop, ears flop. Oh, what are those animals? That's right, rabbits hopping through the tall, tall grass. Sometimes I see rabbits hopping in the grass in my yard too. Can you find the caterpillar? Right there with the rabbits. Ooh. Stop, go, fireflies glow. Oh, it must be getting dark because now you can see the fireflies. And fireflies are little insects that the bottoms of their bodies can light up like that. And they kind of look like little lights when you see them outside at night. Little firefly insects. And a caterpillar. Ooh, it is nighttime now because these are animals that sleep during the day but come out at night. Do you know what they're called? That's right, these are bats. Lunge, loop, bat, swoop. They're flying and swooping down into the grass. Where is our caterpillar? Oh, there it is. It was under my finger. Stars bright, moonlight. Caterpillar is looking at the moon. Good night, tall, tall grass. Do you think the caterpillar will go off to bed now, maybe? Because it's nighttime? Maybe the caterpillar will find some cozy, safe place to sleep in the tall, tall grass. Well, today we are going to make some tall, tall grass, and I'm going to show you how. I have a strip of green paper, and if you don't have any green paper left in your school supply bag, you can maybe take a white piece of paper and color it with your green markers or paint it with green paint to make it look like grass. And then you will also need your scissors. So we are going to take this piece of green paper and I'm going to cut some lines in the paper. I'm not going to cut any pieces off or cut all the way through. I'm just going to cut like that to make a little line. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm making a lot of grass. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We'll do 11. 11 little cuts. You can have some good cutting practice with your scissors. And then I'm going to bend these a little bit to make them look like grass. We cut kind of a little fringe, we sometimes call this. And the fringe is going to be our green, tall, tall grass. Does that look a little bit like grass? And then what we can do with our grass is we can make a tall grass picture. So I'm going to get some glue and I'm going to put the glue just on the bottom of my tall, tall grass, on the flat part of my green paper. And then I'm going to stick this on the bottom of a piece of white paper, just like that. I can pull this piece out a little bit here. So there is my tall grass picture. But I think I need to add something to that tall grass. I need to put something in the tall, tall grass. I wonder what I should make that's crawling in that grass. I am going to start with a yellow marker. Do you know what I'm making? I need to add some things to it. Let's see, I need to find my black marker. And I'm going to make a head and an antenna. And some legs. Do you know what I'm making now? I need to add one more thing. I think I'm going to add some red spots to my little creature. There. Can you tell what I made in the tall, tall grass? That's right, I made the little caterpillar. So you can make a caterpillar in your grass. You could draw some ants. You could draw some birds. Some of the things that we saw in our story. You can make a sun in the sky. or a moon if you want it to be nighttime. So you can decorate your tall, tall grass picture any way that you want to. Or if you just want to use your scissors and practice cutting some grass, you can just do that too. And I would love to see what you make at our next Zoom meeting. That's all for today. I'll see everybody next time. Goodbye.